today in Grid 51 we found something really neat. We're always finding great things, but today we found something really special that I was wanting to share with our friends who are following us on the blog. So tell us, what do we have here?
Well, this is fresh up today, so it hasn't even been cleaned off. You can still see that there's some dirt that's stuck to it. But this is called a Lekythos.
A Lekythos.
A Lekythos, yes. So this is from Greece, and you can see that we're missing a little bit of the bottom here, and it would have had a really narrow neck and a rim that would flare out a little bit, kind of like a candlestick, and would have a handle that attaches on the back. And this particular kind of jar, this Lekythos, is from Greece, and it holds quite a lot of oil. And in fact, that's what it was usually used for. They would be bringing in special oils to use here.
Would it have been used for cooking or for like perfumes or what?
Well, probably perfumes. And I will say that at least in Greece, most of the time these special little juglets, this Lekythos, is used when they're giving a special gift either at a temple or if they're giving a special gift in a burial. So they would often leave these in a burial.
Oh, wow. I guess my other question would be, we're not in Greece, we're in Israel, so I'm trying to understand maybe how it would have gotten to us.
Well, there were ships that went all over the ocean, all over the Mediterranean, that carried things from Greece to Israel.
Right, because Ashkelon's right on the Mediterranean Sea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, the neighborhood where we're working is right across the street from the docks where those ships would have come in. So people were bringing in stuff from all over, and the oils in particular, these scented oils, were a very popular thing to bring in from Greece, just the way that you might have your perfume from some other country, or you might eat food from some other country that gets brought to the U.S. They were bringing things from all over here to Ashkelon.
Wow. Now the designs on the container, can you tell us a little bit about those?
Well, sure. These are little patterns. So you can see there's a hatch pattern across the top and the bottom. And then in the middle, what you see is a little bit of ivy leaves and what look like clusters of grapes.
And would this have been hand painted on here?
Absolutely. Yeah, this is hand painted. And sometimes these the Lekythos will have a little painted scene on it.
Oh, wow.
But what you can also see is that they only painted the front.
Yeah.
They did not paint the back. So when you think about this, you have to imagine almost that it wasn't really important to paint the whole thing. It was more important just to decorate it enough so people knew this is a Lekythos and it has special oil in it.
Right.
Almost like it's sitting on the front of the shelf, so they never look at the back. It's just they can see the front.
Yeah.
But one of the things that's kind of fun that we find in a Lekythos in Greece is that they held special scented oils, but sometimes when they put them into a burial, they would pour a little, what we call a libation. When you pour out a little gift for someone, they pour a little of the oil on the ground, and then they would bury the rest with the person that they were burying. And we were finding in some of these jars in Greece that inside this big container was a tiny, tiny little container, so that really they weren't filling the whole thing up with oil, they were only filling a little bit up with oil. So it's kind of like the way when sometimes you buy vitamins at the store or chips, how you have a big package but only a little bit of chips at the bottom.
Inside, yeah.
Right, so it looks like you're getting more than you actually are. Well, they were doing the same thing, so that it would look like they were giving this really expensive gift to the person who was being buried, but really they only had a little bit of the oil.
Just a little gift. Wow.
But ours seems to be a full one. It doesn't have that little container.
Fantastic. Well, Kate, thank you so much. This was a really special thing to share with us.
I'm glad you were there to see it found.
Yay!